Priests to be banned from calling God he or the Lord in bid to be gender neutral. The Church of Sweden, which is headed by a woman, now I don't know if that's a real woman or not, made the decision during an 8-day meeting, but not everyone is happy with the new rules. Okay. Members of the clergy have been told to use gender neutral when referring to God. Look at this. This is what's happening, all right? All over the world. Church of Sweden to stop clergy calling God he or the Lord and bid to crack down on gendered language. They're cracking down on the very concept of male or female. U.S. church to spend $9 million rewriting a gender-neutral Bible. A U.S. church is embroiled in a row over whether the Bible should be revised to make God gender neutral. They're going to make God gender neutral because he's not gender neutral. The Episcopal Church in Austin, Texas, claimed an immediate revision of the Holy Book is needed. They suggest overwhelming use of masculine language is present throughout the ancient Christian text. Most of those testifying claim too many masculine nouns, pronouns, or imagery is used when depicting God. The clergy, which features several transgender members, claims it is wrong to claim God as a man. Okay, well, the trannies claim it's wrong, so we better change the world. Church of Sweden to stop using he and Lord and push for gender-neutral language. Theologically, for instance, we know that God is beyond our gender determinations. God is not a man. First female bishop says calling God he is a growing problem. Oh, it's a growing problem. I think it's always been there. It's always been normal, but now all of a sudden it's a growing problem. God should not be referred to as he. Bishop Rachel Treweek has said the Church of England should not call God he. Well, what should we call you, Bishop? Church of Sweden to start using gender-neutral terms for God. And look at this. They got the sun imagery, the sun god imagery. All right. So they're using Christian names in these churches, but they're just masking their underlying gods and goddesses. And it's all about the androgynous God. They've turned Mother Mary into a goddess. We got Osiris, Isis, and Horus is the androgyne baby. The Episcopal Church considers a gender-neutral God our work toward equity. The entire Episcopal Church is now actively considering replacing all masculine pronouns referring to God, such as Father and Him, with gender-neutral terms. The Episcopal News Service said that church leaders felt the masculine pronouns created a barrier to evangelizing young people, to brainwashing young people. That's what you mean. Throughout Scripture, God continually refers to himself as Father and presents himself to humanity as masculine. Christ, who is also both man and God, called God the Father and ascended into heaven in a male body. That is true. For Catholics, the feminine aspects of the Church have always been represented in the Virgin Mary, whom they believe was crowned Queen of Heaven, and by the Church itself. Yeah, Queen of Heaven. They turn Virgin Mary into a goddess. They pray to the goddess. They worship the goddess. That's not biblical, all right? Is God gender neutral? Episcopal Church debates altering language in Book of Common Prayer to make it clear God is not male. They're going to make it clear. How is Sweden making the church gender neutral? Changing the words, the pronouns? U.S. Episcopal Church mulls radical plan to make God gender neutral, may follow Church of Sweden in removing spiritually exclusive terms like Holy Father. And the Church of England tells schools to let children explore gender identity. Pupils need to be able to play with the many cloaks of identity to explore the possibility of who they might be. All right, well, we're straight out of the Kabbalah, straight out of the Talmud, straight out of Freemasonry. Ancient Babylonian mysticism. So here, this is from Teen Vogue. Teen Vogue magazine, all right? This is aimed at teenagers. Who reads Teen Vogue? Teenagers. Those are the only people who read Teen Vogue. All your questions about gender-neutral pronouns answered, from grammar to what to do if you mess it up. Well, they're making it illegal to use the proper pronouns now. All right, this is fascism. This is trans fascism. When I tell someone that my preferred pronouns are they, them, their, I never know what to expect. And basically what they're doing now in schools is that you have to inform people what your preferred pronoun is. You can choose your own pronouns now in schools. And then if somebody doesn't know what your pronoun is, they're like guilty of assault or something. Why use they instead of he, she? Well, I'll tell you why. Let's look at Genesis verse 27. Male and female created he them. Them is plural, meaning more than one person. So you can have one male and one female created them. Now, if they change the meaning of this word to be talking about one person, then you have male and female. He created that one person. They're saying God created that one person, both male and female. They are changing the definition of this word from more than one person. They're changing it to talk about only one person. And they're changing the image of God when they do that. Because if this person was one person, both male and female, then God was also both male and female. That's what they're doing, all right? And in doing so, they are actually recreating human beings. This is their plan. And this is going to result in the Great Tribulation when people refuse to go along with it. Now, right now, most people don't even know this is happening. This is happening. So they're basically rewriting Genesis 1 so that we all end up worshiping this person and all end up looking like this person. A lot of people already look like this person. For example, right? I mean, that's a movie, okay? That's your androgynous God right there, okay? A lot of people already look like the Baphomet. The male jaw you got there, male cheekbones, male eye sockets. But you got the red lipstick. Oh, well, I guess you're a woman, huh?